Scottie Scheffler yesterday, very shockingly, choked away the Fedex Cup. And this gave Rory McIlroy the perfect opportunity to take a few cheap shots at LIV Golf. In this episode of Big Boy Pants Golf, we're going to analyze the ever flip-flopping Rory McIlroy and see how he feels today.
Rory, it's been a memorable day at East Lake Golf Club to say the least.
I consider this more of a case of Scottie Scheffler choking like a dog. He had a 6-stroke lead on Rory going into the final round. He's the only player of the top 10 to shoot over par with a 3-over round. Patrick Cantlay shot even, and that also was horrible. But to be in the lead and to be the only player on an easy course and shoot 3 over with a 6-stroke lead to lose it by 1, that's a definition of choking, Scottie Scheffler.
Look, it's been a tumultuous time for the world of men's professional golf in particular, and I've been right in the middle of it. You know, I've picked a great time to go on the PGA Tour board, but yeah, I've been in the thick of things, and I guess every chance I get, I'm trying to defend what I feel is the best place to play elite professional golf in the world. And
it sounds like Rory is trying to convince himself that the PGA Tour is still the best place to play in the world.
You know, so I know that my best stuff is good enough to win any tournament against anybody on any golf course. So, you know, that's something I can take away from today.
Not Taylor Gooch, who was qualified to get into the Tour Championship despite being banned for playing in the Fedex Cup. He would have been 29th, so you didn't beat him.
But is there any way that you could talk about if it's been some kind of a burden, even though it's coming out willingly? I mean, you get asked about it a lot. You're a 4-time major champion, a former world number 1, and people are looking at you as the guy who's the kind of the loudest voice. Does that wear on you after a while?
No, I don't think so, because if you believe in something, I think you have to speak up. And I believe very strongly about this. I really do.
Directly contradicting yourself from a few weeks earlier, and I know because Big Boy Pants Golf did a video on it.
I hate what it's doing to the game of golf. I hate it. I really do. I mean,
forcing the PGA Tour to stop stockpiling its reserves and actually give that money to the players in the form of $500,000 minimum guarantees, increasing the purses for everyone. Yeah, it's horrible.
Like, it's going to be hard for me to stomach going to Wentworth in a couple of weeks' time and seeing 18 of them there. Like that.
Whoa. Now this is crazy talk. On one hand, you want the DP World Tour to have a strong field and have all these big names show up to support the DP World Tour unless they're from the LIV Golf Tour. And then you'd rather have business as usual, guys you've never heard of.
It just doesn't sit right with me. So, yeah, I feel strongly.
Remember, not that long ago, Rory was calling for unity.
What I'm saying are the right things, and I think when you believe that what you're saying is the right things, you're happy to stick your neck out on the line.
There's so much flip-flopping that goes on with Rory. Now he's going back to flipping, I guess. He went flip-flop, back to flip. He went from flip-flop, back to flip, and now he's hating on the LIV Golf Tour again. Remember, just a few weeks ago, Rory says, I don't know why they're turning to me. I'm not a spokesperson or anything. Something along the lines of that.
But I took advantage of that little break with a good putt to make par there, and you know, that was the first time in the whole tournament that I had I had the outright lead. You know, nice. You know, on the 70th hole, it's a nice time to take the lead of a golf tournament. So. Yeah, or the 52nd hole if you play somewhere else.
He paused, thought about it, still went with it. LIV golf lives rent-free in Rory's head. Come on, Rory.
But yeah, so all good.
Right here, right? Rory, Scotty said that a lot of the emotion afterward was not because of the amount of money at stake, but because of the prestige and just because of the title.
Fedex Cup had 29 players after Will Zalatoris had to withdraw after blowing out 2 discs. There's no cut. There's a weird staggered start. This is exhibition golf for money.
Scotty Scheffler is going to win the Player of the Year. There's no doubt about that, right? So, it would have been fitting for him to end his breakout season with a FedEx Cup title.
I would rather have had Cam Smith's season. Players' Championship, British Open, beats Scotty Scheffler's Mickey Mouse tournaments. Scotty Scheffler ends up with 4 wins. Cameron Smith ends up with 3. I'll take the top 2 of Cameron Smith's over the 4 of Scotty Scheffler's any day.
Yeah, I think he deserves. He deserves this maybe more than I deserve it. He played an unbelievable season. He didn't have his best stuff today, and I played well and took advantage of that. But
again, Scotty choked.
Maybe than other years, and how will you switch off? How will you celebrate and just totally get away from the game of golf?
Yeah, I have a whopping 1 week off coming up, and then I go to Europe for 3 out of 4 weeks playing.
Get used to it. With the PGA Tour's new system, you're playing 20 tournaments a year, and as John Rahm has just discovered, you're actually playing 24 because you have to play 4 tournaments on the DP World Tour to be considered for the European Team Ryder Cup. If you look at Will Zalatoris' crazy schedule, and I'll show it to you right now, it's insane how much golf this guy was playing, and it's probably this type of scheduling and this amount of golf in such a short period of time that cost him 2 herniated discs. How many other golfers are going to Will Zalatoris their back because of this new horrible schedule by the PGA Tour? 20 minimum plus 4 if you want to qualify for the European Ryder Cup team. Think about it.
Playing quite a bit over there, so but maybe that's a little less intense than what we've just been through the last 3 weeks in the playoffs here. But yeah, I've got to.
It's cumulative. All these tournaments in such a period of time, we're going to see a lot of these golfers come down with some serious injuries.
Just chilling for a few days, but
if you're looking to chill, join the LIV Golf Tour.
I started to get pretty involved with some of the plans that Tiger and I were coming up with, so I was able to jump into something else.
The reporter asked Rory all about the British Open and post-British Open, and Rory brings up the fact that he spent some of the time discussing what we know now to be the stadium golf idea with Tiger.
That sort of took my mind off it as well. It was nice to have the family time, but it was also nice to stay busy and keep my mind active with other things as well. We talked about the restaurants in Dubai. We were talking, Colin Morikawa and I were talking sort of about our schedules going forward, and Scotty sat down and we were just talking about Dubai at the end of the year and sort of just trying.
No human rights abuse violations in Dubai.
That's one of the cool things about the game. You can sit down with a competitor before you go out to play, and
but not the competitors on the LIV Golf Tour. You just flip-flopped again concerning the PGA at Wentworth.
And you've won from ahead, you've won from behind, but why do you think you thrive so well as the chaser?
because I think probably out of everyone in the field, I care the least about the money.
Money work.
I have difficulty believing that's true. They've got the whole new PIP system, Player Impact Program, $100 million. And if you see all the articles, the titles right now, it's Rory this, Rory that. They're just setting him up for the number 1 or 2 spot for the PIP money this year. $100 million divided among 20 players. Remember, these 20 players had to go in there into their meeting, their 20 or 23 players, and work out changes that involve changing this goofy system of the PIP to double the amount and double the amount of players getting some of this cheddar. The guy's a regular Mother Teresa. Remember when he broke up with his tennis superstar girlfriend, Caroline W. something? He did it with a 3-minute phone call. He also doesn't care about hurting other people's feelings. Everyone knows when you break off an engagement, the only chivalrous thing to do is pretend you're gay for 6 months.
In all honesty, golf has been the escape for me. Over the last few weeks, it's been, I get inside the ropes, no one can get to me, and it's my escape from this other stuff that's going on.
Instead of saying this other stuff that's going on, you might as well just say LIV Golf, because you've already made multiple references to LIV Golf throughout this interview. Don't be subtle, passive-aggressive guy. Just say it.
And in a game that's so hyper-individualistic, what's this summer been like when everyone's kind of in everyone else's business and wondering what you're doing, and it almost got tribal, if that's the right word?
Yeah, I think it has got a little tribal.
The PGA Tour made it tribal. It was either our way or the highway, and a lot of the smart golfers chose the sweet Silk Road highway to LIV Golf.
The 20 whatever of us that met in that room in...
The 20 or 23 of you that met in that room to divide up that sweet, sweet PIP money, $100 million this year.
Delaware, all committed, most of us, maybe 22 out of the 23.
The 23rd was Ricky Fowler, probably.
Committed to each other and committed to, guys, what can we do to make the tour the best possible product so that we can all benefit? And I think that was a huge turning point in all this. And I think
By all benefit, Rory meant the 20 or so guys in that room. He didn't mean numbers 50, 60, 70, 100 in the world.
all of us getting on the same page, that look, there's opportunity in every challenge, and that was an opportunity for us to all get together, and as you said, it is so individualized, but how can we all sort of work together
to get Jay Monahan to open up the bank account for all the money that he's been keeping in the reserves? Let's divvy it up now, boys. Jay, get that money out. A little for you, a little for you, a little for me.
to move the thing forward.
All right, guys, we have time for a few more. We'll go Doug, and then up front here.
For someone who's accomplished what you have in golf, what's more valuable to you, the 18 million or having won that?
Faster than the speed of light.
Having won, I think, there's a lot of cool things that come along with winning the Fedex Cup, the trophy.
We stretch time.
I think at this point in my career, the winning and the journey and the emotions and who I do it with mean more than the check.
Money work.
Whenever you'll take your opportunity. Some years you won't, but if you just keep putting yourself there, you're bound to end up with a few of them.
Kind of like a golf YouTube channel. Just keep cranking out videos, and at some point, law of averages, someone's going to watch some of them. Big boy pants golf people, we are less than 300 subscribers away from hitting 3,000 subscribers. Be one of the special 300 to get this channel to 3,000. Peace.